call to order this special meeting of the Minot City Council for September 26th at 4:30. Please call the roll.
Evans. Janser.
Here.
Olson.
Here.
Pittner.
Here.
Pajagula. Ross.
Here.
Striley.
Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The sole purpose of today's meeting is to celebrate something that started at least 40 years ago by a former mayor and Chet Wrighton, the ambassador for the Hostfest. And it's with a great deal of pleasure that I welcome members of the community of Skien to join us up here for this very special occasion. At this time, I would just like to open it up if any of the local stakeholders would like to say a few words about signing the agreement here towards the end of the meeting. Who would like to start? Dr. Shirley?
Was that a question or a direction? Yes, I'll
You were voluntold.
take that as a directive, Mr. Mayor. Thank you so much. Appreciate the honor and being here today. Looking forward to signing the agreement today and re-upping the sister city relationship with our wonderful friends and colleagues from the city of Skien. At Minot State University, we have a history over the years of working on exchanges, sending students to that region, having students come to our university. We sent our choir there several years back, and they had a great tour throughout Norway and in Skien, and those kind of exchanges and opportunities for particularly for young people to grow and to be exposed to other parts of the world, whether they're from Norway coming to Minot or from Minot and going to Skien. I think that's an absolute win-win for everyone, and especially for the students involved. And so the entire world of exploration and traveling abroad sort of shut down here for a couple of years with what we all experienced through the pandemic. And so the last few years have obviously been a much more difficult. But now coming out of that, certainly looking forward to getting back to these relationships and being able to expose students to these opportunities. So again, a real privilege and pleasure to be here, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Shirley. Brecca or Mark?
Briefly, I'll echo President Shirley's comment. We are so blessed to have all of you back here to be a part of Hostfest. It's been far too long. COVID played tricks on us, but it's so great to be back here. From a school standpoint, it is so wonderful for our kids to have the opportunity to learn more about the Scandinavian heritage. And I know you'll have a great day at Ramstead tomorrow, those of you that will be there. And looking forward to the great relationship and making that even stronger as we move forward. So welcome, old friends.
Thank you, Mayor, for pulling this together. We're certainly excited to welcome our friends from Norway, see familiar faces that we're able to greet back and new faces as well. So we're really excited. The mission of the Minot Area Chamber EDC is to advocate for and invest in business activity, being a collaborative partner, and really it's focused on improving the quality of life for all. And I look at this event that we've been so fortunate to host for so many years that brings friends from Norway and other places into our community. It's just it's such a great relationship that we have. So we're excited to have you here. We're excited to continue the discussions, not only from our time together this week, but moving forward. And we just appreciate being one of the partners and be able to work with all of you. So thank you for being here.
Good. Tim?
Just really briefly from my perspective, welcome back. I mean, it's so great to have the Hostfest back after 2 years absence. There's been a lot of angst and back and forth to finally get to this point. We're excited to have you and have you here to help us celebrate it. Again, my wife has been over to see you guys. I think she was one of the original Sister City committee members, and so it's just so great to have you back. We're excited about it. So looking forward to the opening ceremonies because there's been so much work that's gone on behind the scenes. But you've shared in that, and we welcome you, and thanks for being here.
Thank you, Tim. Mark, do you have anything to add?
Well, it's really a pleasure to see all of our friends from Norway again. I had the great opportunity to travel to Skien a number of years ago. The hospitality was terrific. This exchange where we get together at least once a year here in Minot has been just wonderful. And so thank you all for being here. It's a great pleasure to have you with us.
Paul, anything to add?
Yeah, just to echo all the comments, I think this is a great event. I think it's a great collaborative relationship that we have here. And so not only thank you to all for making the trip and the long travel here, but also to Tim and the members of the Hostfest committee that have done a great job, I think, in reviving the event that all brings us together. So hopefully we're back on track and we won't miss any Hostfests in the future. So thank you.
Lisa?
Yeah, thank you. So as we were touring today, we saw a picture at the Hostfest office of a three-headed creature that reminded us that we can look to the past, we can look in the present, and we can look to the future. And I think that this is a perfect example of that. During the Hostfest, we remember our heritage, and we remember our forefathers coming from Norway and from Scandinavia. Here we are in the present with all of our guests from Skien and looking to the future to extend this relationship. So it was a good visual for us to think of this arrangement. So thank you.
Thank you. And now I would like to open it up for comments from our guests.
Yes, thank you for your hospitality. It's been so inspiration today. We have had a great day, and we have seen so much that we have learned from, and we take with us home to Norway. And we look forward to still exchange more and have a closer relationship in the future. So it's an honor to be here and to sign the agreement. And we are glad that we are a sister city with Minot. Thank you all.
Open it up to anyone else who would like to, any comments? Rolf?
Well, I'm only a retired guy, but I can say a few words because I've been here 28 times. So, I'm so happy that once a year they take me out of the closet, dust me off, and take me to Minot. Because I love coming to Minot. I think the people of Minot and North Dakota are almost as good as the Norwegian ones. You have a great sense of humor, you are friendly, you are nice, you are inspirational, you are everything. So it's only a phrase, but I say, Minot is my home away from home. And that's when I'm here. So I really feel that. So I'm very glad to be. I know I've come of age a little bit now, turning 81. But I plan to, well, let's say 90 is the limit, perhaps, or 100, I don't know. I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Mr. Mayor, I'm not as dusty as Rolf is, but from within the Norwegian delegation, I'm the second most dusty. But I have the privilege of following this sister city cooperation for more than 20 years. And it started 40 years ago, more or less, with the connections between Handelsstevnet in Skien and the Hostfest. And there has been a lot of significant people being involved in this. I shall not mention all of those now. We can save that to some other occasion. But in a broader perspective, the cooperation between Skien and Minot is also a stamp on another important issue, that is the cooperation between the United States and Norway, which is very essential in the geopolitical situation we have now. And we must not forget that either. We cooperate on the local level, but it's also important to underpin the cooperation at the national level. So I'm glad that we are unified on renewing our agreements now so that we can go on for more years. And like Rolf, I will do what I can to support that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor. This is my first time in Minot. I'm a culture director home in Skien, and I think it's really important that we focus on friendship with other cities, with other towns, and Minot as a sister city is then very important for us. And we have had a very interesting day in this heritage place, and both at the university, seeing sport arenas and learning more about culture. So it was good for me to see, interesting, and I think I want to develop more connection between the countries into the culture areas.
Okay, well, I'll add a few remarks here. It's been more than 40 years since the seeds of our sister city relationship were planted. Our communities have nurtured those seeds with friendship and a common culture. We've watched those seeds grow into a strong, vibrant partnership on many levels. Today is a good day as we continue to enjoy the blossoms of our collective hard work. Our sister city relationship with Skien began as an idea from Hostfest founder and Minot ambassador Chet Wrighton. It was a relationship built on common ground of ancestry, history, culture, and friendship. The relationship has survived more than 40 years. It started small, but has grown and flourished over 4 decades. Many people from Minot have visited Skien, and delegations of Skien residents have journeyed to Minot. Our communities have built a great partnership. Not only have the communities of Skien and Minot become friends, but our residents have become friends too. And although we are 1,000 miles apart, we have found the past 40 years that we're really not all that different. What's important in Skien is important in Minot. Community, culture, family, friendship. Today, we are proud once again to host our friends from Skien as we prepare for another North Coast Fest. To all of our friends from Skien, welcome back to Minot. We've missed you. Now let's make this official. So we'll have the stakeholders come down and we'll do some signing.
Yeah, that is what's going to sign. Okay. Ja, men jo, ta et bilde. Ja, selvfølgelig. Is that which television company is that? Is it your own or is it the public television? That's the local news station. Okay. And is it KX something? Something like that, yeah. Okay. The lady over here on the right, is it the newspaper? Yes, it's Geo. den seremonien der for Ja, du satt og skrev under det forrige gang, du, sammen med alle de andre. Ikke her, tror jeg, men det var et annet. Ja, men det var du som skrev under. Tørne, ja. Ja. Okay. Ja.
Since the signing is complete, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So, second.
There's a motion and second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, we are adjourned.